What's going on, people? It's your boy St. Bandicoot, carried through Naruto chapter 680. Now, quick summary of the chapter. Running from last week, Kaguya's lava-based jutsu. Kakashi quickly thinks of a plan to save him, Obito, and Sakura. So he opens the ninja scroll, fights to a kunai, throws it against the wall, grabs Sakura, so they're hanging from that. And he threw a kunai through Obito's hand and touched the wall, so they're safe from that. At the same time, Sasuke summoned the horse and grabbed Naruto, and Naruto and Martai tried to save them, but Sasuke is basically clear that Kaguya is the main threat and needs to focus on her. So can't really be worrying about Sakura, Kakashi, and Obito because they pretty much are useless in this fight. So it's a bit not heartless, a bit cold from Sasuke. And then Naruto remarks about how his body's moving on his own, and Sasuke should know what it means. There's a little flashback there. Talk about that in a minute. And then at the same time, Kakashi Sakura begin to fall because some lava hits him in the scroll, burns through it. And then Naruto unleashes Chakra hands, grabs them. But at the same time, Kaguya sees the opportunity to attack, so she attacks some kind of like, I want to say needle jutsu, because I don't know the jutsu, but it's the same sort of move that Jiraiya used when he put his hair out and made needles, that same kind of thing. So use that. It basically it injures the Hawk, so Hawk's back to go. So Sasuke might have to use Susanoo to fly again. But Naruto basically begins to hover and basically saves all of them by hovering and uses Chakra hands. So then he uses the clone to protect Sakura, Obito, and Kakashi. And then Naruto and Sasuke basically go on the attack. Naruto goes to attack Kaguya with some kind of BG bomb move, and Kaguya defends with, it looks like a move similar to First Hokage's 1000 armed Horder thing, and it's basically like a punch to come out. It snaps Naruto back, and Naruto's like, now Sasuke's obviously, I think Naruto was basically to decoy for Sasuke to go and attack. Then in the chapter, Sasuke pulls Sanamo with the sword back to attack, and that's the end of the chapter. Now I don't get to this chapter because a lot of stuff happened, but overall it's a good chapter. When I get into chapter now, okay. First talking point. I think Kakashi, obviously we always know Kakashi's been really smart and very quick and that. He always comes with some kind of plan. Coming to quickly, like in the heat of the moment, ninja scroll, kunai, throw it into the wall, grab him and Sakura, and then throw the kunai through Obito's hand, which is pretty brutal. Obviously, saved his life, so I'm sure he can take the pain. But I think he's not that anyway, so he won't feel it. But Kakashi's just really smart, quick-witted. He's the man with the plan sometimes. Even though in this fight, it will pretty much be, well, he's useless, but his will to survive is still there. Obviously, assuming his will to survive is one of the strongest you've got, but obviously his will to survive and protect them is still strong. And then, so I rate Kakashi for that. Like, I rate Kishima for that. And Kakashi's a smart guy. Obviously, it's a good ninja. They're not as strong as ninja, but very smart ninja. So I rate him for that. Next talking point. Sasuke seems to be not overly cold, but it's just, I can tell he's just really focused on the cause. I mean, the world is exactly at stake, so you can't really afford to mess about and trying to like save everybody. You just focus on saving Naruto because Sasuke knows that the power that the sage gave them, their yin and yang power, is the only way to defeat / steal Kaguya. So he's not messing around. Like he's like, Naruto, you've got to do this full stop. You can't really worry about anybody else. Which it seems very cold, but it's true because they are the world saviors at this point in time. No one has to obviously don't know about the Hokages, but I don't know what the Hokages can do. But they are the Sasuke thinks that they are the only thing that can save the war. Well, obviously doesn't know about Tensei, but no, I'm not joking. But obviously they're the main thing to save this war, to win this war kind of thing. So you can't remember messing about. But I did like the next point I'll talk about now, but that Naruto brought the whole thing. My body moved on its own because. When that happened in part 1, when Sasuke saved Naruto from Haku's needles, I loved that in part 1. And just seeing Naruto comment on that, and the Sasuke knew it went straight away, but Sasuke didn't comment on anything at all. But Naruto was just like, yeah, you know what I mean, Sasuke, kind of thing. I thought that was kind of like a good old teen stepper moment there. Even though Sasuke didn't remark on it, I think that was still a good point in the chapter. So I like the fact that Kishimoto put that in. I think that was really good still. That was a good point in the chapter. Okay, next talking point. The fact that Naruto can float. It makes perfect sense. Obviously, he has the body of the stage. Sasuke has the eyes of the stage, so him being able to float. I mean, obviously, all the stages we've seen so far can float. Him being able to float, yeah, it makes perfect sense. To be fair, it's not come out of nowhere. It's not a bullshit power or anything like that. It's just being able to float. I mean, obviously, it's very vital now because when there's lava on the floor, it's happened that he can float on lava on the floor. Obviously, I suppose fear factor kicks in. You need to do something. The power awakens in you. He can float now. So obviously, that's going to be beneficial in the fight. And then. So yes, him being able to float makes sense. So say body to save makes sense. Obviously, Sasuke can fly with Susanoo. Both of them being airborne. Squeeze just floating there and then nicely, so they need the power to fly. So that makes sense. That's a good point in the chapter. Next point in the chapter. Yeah, okay, sorry, lost track of my thought then. Okay, let's watch that. First of all, Kage. Now, since Rhino has been wastelanded, he's completely gone now. The rods suddenly disappear. I didn't realize the rods were attached. I didn't realize the rods were actually some kind of juice. I thought that the rods were just kind of the similar rods that Pain used. I didn't know actually were juice. I thought just he made them himself, put them into him, but apparently they were juice. So they're disappearing. Sound the first can move, and he says now he can do something. I don't know what he's going to do, because obviously you have to remember that he gave Sasuke some kind of ability, some kind of jutsu. Maybe he's going to go to Sasuke now, or go to where they are now to try and, not rewind, or try and somehow activate or try and help him some way. But I really don't see how they're going to be helpful. I mean, because I'm pretty sure that Kaguya, obviously being how she is, she must have the ability to erase ninjutsu similar to what Obito was doing when he was a sage. So I think pretty much if they go to where they're fighting now, Kaguya's going to see what they are straight away, Byakugan, and just basically wasteland them and they'll take it out in seconds. So unless they're going to be really smart with it, I think they're basically walking to their own death. I mean, they're already dead technically, they're Edo Tensei, but I think they're walking to their own deaths really. So I think they really got to be careful how they're going to approach Kaguya or how they're going to help in this fight. I mean, obviously, I don't think they really care to die as long as they can help, but obviously they might be important in some way because, well, they're pretty much all that the root of Sasuke got to help them really. Because obviously, as I said before, Kakashi's out of Chakra, he hasn't got his Sharingan. Kakashi's useless, Sakura's pretty much useless, Obito's passed out, so I don't see how they're going to help with it all. So it's just, at the moment, it's just Naruto and Sasuke versus Kaguya, and Kaguya's going to come in and help some way, so we have to see how that works out. So that's that there. On the next talking point, Kaguya's powers, I mean, she's used them, the fact that she transports from some kind of different dimension, that's pretty like basic reality warping, that's pretty much an OP power. Obviously her being as powerful she is, it makes sense, her being that powerful. The attack she used against Naruto, the hand thing, I'm not sure how powerful that was. It knocked him back, of course, and the body of a sage has stood a big testament, but you would have thought she would have done a bit more damage to him or something like that. It looks like he's not really wounded at all, but obviously Sasuke's going to come in, Sasuke intercept to come and try and take her out. Obviously we know it's not going to do anything, it's probably going to get knocked back straight away. Not actually, so Sasuke's going to knock back straight away, and that's going to be after that, and they're going to come up with some other plan. Now, obviously they're saying that they had the power to steal her, so are they going to somehow get close and touch her, and then maybe see her that way? Well, I'm sure they're going to have to weaken her down first, but I don't see they're going to do that because she's really powerful at the moment, so I'm thinking their only hope maybe is Tenten. Tenten's the only hope. She comes in, she's going to steal Kaguya, and that's going to save the world. Tenten, the world's saviour. Forget Sasuke fitting in a row. Tenten all the way. Now I'm just joking, but I think their only hope is somehow seeing that, as I just said, what the power Sage gave them. Maybe the first has got a plan. I mean, he's very knowledgeable. Now, obviously, he was the power. Obviously, he's nowhere near as powerful as Kaguya, but maybe what gave Sasuke is going to be coming to play next chapter. So overall, I'll say it was a good chapter of Naruto. Touch a moment with the old Team 7 flashback. Different powers emerging. So yeah, good art as well. So I'd say yeah, overall good chapter of Naruto. So if you like this video, give me a like, please. I want to subscribe to the video. I do One Piece Naruto reviews, and please leave a comment in the comment section below some stuff about the chapter. That's me, Slink Bandicoot out.